Okay, I'm going to explain to you all why I eat zero animal products and only plant sources of food, and what my experience has been so far, and a few thoughts on this issue. I promise this is not going to be a lecture, a finger-pointing thing where I tell you to join my cult or die for being a lesser human. See, it all started for me as a small child when, if I'd see so much as a bunny rabbit run over, it would make me cry. And maybe that's not macho, but I don't care! Now, I grew up in the forest. I got to play with a lot of wildlife. I used to catch all the critters I could, learn about them, take care of them a little bit, let them go. In other words, I love animals. And in fact, as a teenager, I even got to work hands-on with lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Yes, I mean that literally, and it was a dream come true. Almost a wet dream come true. Just kidding. Let's not get too weird, right? I don't want to scare you away before I get to the point. The point is this, people. I believe that many of you are actually compassionate, empathetic beings. And if you had to see what goes on in a slaughterhouse, you would be horrified. And one of two things would happen. Either you would go into denial, try to forget what you've seen or suppress it, and go back to your comfort zone, or you just wouldn't be able to be a meat eater anymore. And I also am aware that there are plenty of you out there who, sociopathic as it may be, feel nothing about the suffering and death of other sentient things as long as it's not yourself. So, I'm going to be attaching links for you to begin to educate yourself on the very fact that it has now been proven in this information age by a variety of means that plant foods are in fact superior for humans, and yet animal foods do harm. They clog you up, they lead to, a brain that doesn't work so well, several diseases. Like I said, look at the links. Heart failure, circulatory issues, etc. Diabetes, cancer, all the fun, maniacally huge and ever-growing statistics on the big killer diseases we have. Well, if you want to reduce all those things, if you don't want to be a statistic, you're going to have to do something different than the herds of people doing what it takes to be a statistic, to put it simply, right? So back to the whole cult, what they call veganism, because here's the thing. I do not eat any animal products. I eat only plants and plant-related things. And I'm not a vegan because I'm not a part of some religion or some belief system, and I'm not better than you. Here's where we're at, humanity. Our ancestors, the cavemen who managed to pass on their seed by the time they were teenagers and usually didn't live past 30, they ate anything they could catch and kill, anything they could dig up or scrape up or otherwise ingest and get some calories from. And it's understandable why. They were simply trying to survive. However, if that's your fantasy about life, guys, that's over. You live in an information age, okay? You don't live in the world they did. Now, there's enough information out there, and like I say, I'm going to attach it below, that those of you interested in this, whether it's for compassion for living things or simply for the health benefits or both, or to save the planet, since the cattle industry, for example, is wiping out the entire rainforest and all the medicinal herbs we badly need are going extinct because burgers are more important than life itself. Again, not pointing any fingers. We, the people, need to change what we are demanding, and then what those people are trying to supply will change as well. In other words, it's supply and demand, it's cause and effect, and I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody and saying any laws should be made to take away personal freedoms. Hell no. I'm saying that we, the people, living in an information age, if we care to, can enlighten ourselves on what it takes to benefit and thrive on a plant diet, reversing damage upon the planet, reversing damage inside your body and brain, and sparing a lot of lovely sentient creatures that long walk down the Green Mile, or whatever you want to call it, okay? Now, you may be looking at me saying, oh look, it's another fucking nut who doesn't eat meat and therefore he's a fucking nut. Well, sorry guys, I am a bit eccentric. I am an OCD, bipolar, partly autistic, fucking ADHD sample of a human being. But I am actually good at pioneering things, and that's what's needed here. You see, a no animal diet is a new idea. It's a new thing, okay? And we've all seen some of the self-proclaimed experts on the subject who for some reason thought that living on nothing but bananas until their teeth fell out was going to prove something to humanity, while simultaneously standing up on a pulpit and telling you you're a piece of crap because you murder animals. Yeah, that's effective. That's helping. In other words, I understand that we've had a bad taste put in our mouth about even the possibility of an all-plant diet, because the people pioneering it have not been the pioneering type. You sent a boy out to do a man's job, if you feel me. Now I, in fact, am the pioneering type, and after trying many different diets in my life, even living on nothing but raw meat for 5 years at one point, proving to myself that some people can make vitamin C in their liver, or I would have ended up with scurvy. But anyway, that's another subject. Let's carry on here. For 2 years now, I've been on a plant-only diet. Now, not only am I living, I'm thriving, okay? My brain, my body, everything is improved. I'm stronger, faster, smarter, sharper, feel better, etc. And if you look at me and say, this guy's, he's loony. Well, you should have seen me 2 years ago. Where was I going with that? Well, I'm pioneering this, guys. Now, in the past, I had tried cutting out animal products various times in my life, and I felt better for a while, but eventually things got kind of out of balance, and I had some deficiencies, and I gave up and went back on my omnivore diet, believing that's what humans were. We've all been taught that, but guys, the science is there now. We're not omnivores, okay? We're herbivores. We get the diseases that herbivores get if you feed them saturated fat, for example. We don't have the kind of body that can detox excessive vitamin A, for example, like any carnivore does. And I'm not going to go into, all the science. Like I said, there's links. Start your research. Don't just take it from me. But if there's anything in you that cares about this subject and feels some little warm tinglies in your heart, or logically something's starting to add up here, or anything in between, what I'm saying is, myself, my family, we are benefiting tremendously so far. However, I am going to be honest, and as time goes on, I'm going to report any changes that are noteworthy, good, bad, ugly, or in between. Because lying to force an agenda on people is useless. What I can say, so far so good, okay? Myself, my wife, we've had healings, improvements in our body, conditions we were dealing with that have much improved. Added years to our life and life to our years, no doubt. So I wouldn't be doing my fellow humans a service if I just kept this to myself. I certainly wouldn't be doing all the animals a service if I kept this to myself. And I wouldn't be doing the planet and our collective future a service if I kept this to myself. So I'm sharing with you guys because I love you. Even if you hate me and you want to, I don't know, impale me and roast me and eat me because I'm even talking about this, I still love you. Please express your opinion. It's welcome. All opinions should be expressed. Even expressing your opinion in a society that doesn't want to hear it reduces heart disease. Ta-da! That's another subject. I don't want to get derailed here. Guys, my family and I are benefiting. Okay, my children. Now, some people may be offended and say, oh, you shouldn't do experimental diets on your children. Here's the thing, guys. If I see one thing going wrong with them, I'll give them some meat, okay? I love my kids more than any diet or animal or belief system, okay? But so far, they have started developing faster, stronger, healthier, better moods. They learn faster and easier, okay? Because we've done enough research in this family now, in this age of information, to figure out all the nutrients we need, what forms are best for us, and it's all plant forms, and it does matter what form you get vitamins, minerals, etc. from, what to combine with what, etc. And we are thriving as a family, okay? So for anybody out there who feels you'd like to, and I believe there's a lot of you who really, if you are intellectually and emotionally honest with yourself, you'll realize you would like to make a move in this direction. I'm here to help, okay? I can explain to you how we're doing it. I can help you figure out how to not just live on a diet that's all plant based, or not plant based, that's another title that somebody else owns, another cult probably. A diet of only plant foods and no animal foods. I mean none. No dairy, no eggs, no nothing. Because they're not good for you, even in moderation. The science is there now. I can help. We can help. Let's talk. Let's expand upon this together. There's not going to be any preaching, okay? I'm not better than anybody for the way I eat, okay? I mean, it's not about that at all, okay? So you don't have to be afraid of whatever your opinion is and wherever you're at with this. There's no judgment here, because judgment just creates guilt and defensiveness, and all that shit's completely useless, and it gets us nowhere. It gets nobody anywhere. That's pretty much how the planet got the way it is. Okay, I gotta go. My kids are wrestling with each other. And I just want to watch. Okay, I love you all. Thank you for any interest in the subject. I can help. I will be honest. I will be forthright. We're in this together. If you're with me, we're in this together even if you're not with me. But I don't want to force you to believe something you don't want to believe. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you. I guess that's it for now. Like I say, I'll keep you updated on our progress and where things are going and any adjustments we make along the way as we continue to learn and adapt and adjust and expand upon this subject. But I would like help, and I'd like to help any of you who would like to make a move in this direction. Okay? Okay. Enough said. All right. Thanks for your interest. I thank you. The planet thanks you. All those animals, they thank you. All right. Let's do this.